Hi YouTubers and whatchavers everywhere, it's Mark with GeorgeTune.com. I'm back in our video. Well, I've been reading all your comments and thank you very much for posting your thoughts, your ideas, your suggestions, and also your kind words. One comment caught my attention. Somebody wanted to know if I've ever used my late father's Gillette Super Speed silver tip to shave my head, and I've never done it on camera. May have done it in the past, I can't really recall, but I'm going to do it today on camera. And my process for shaving my head is whatever razor and blade I used in the morning, I use for my afternoon/evening head shave. And that just happens to be this afternoon. So I've left the blade in there. This will be shave number 3 with it. And this is a Gillette stainless. Right here, this is that super thin. You might have seen it in a previous video, the Gillette Super Thin. I believe it's called a super thin. Anyhow, that's what I'm going to use. This will be the third and probably final shave for the blade. I like using blades for anywhere from 2 to 3 shaves. I toss them, I put in a new blade. They're inexpensive. I don't like to try to get 5, 6, 7 shaves from a blade, with the exception of the Vikings blade, because I do get a good 5 to 7 shaves from that one. But for the most part, you know what? I'm 2 to 3 shaves and I toss them, especially a lot of the blades that are quite inexpensive. But anyhow, we're going to have a shave with this Gillette Super Speed from 1957. It's a C1. That's the year 1957, the first quarter, C1. And we're also going to use Williams Mug Shave Soap. Been using this lately, like it a lot. Got this locally at the drugstore, $1.29 for a single puck. How about that? Discount Drug Mart in Northeast Ohio, in case you're interested. You can buy them online, also from Amazon. And look locally, see if you got them. If not, check out the link below. And here it is in the bowl. It's set in there nicely because I've been using it and shaving it. So once you put it in there and the water builds up, it just stays in there nice and securely. I'm going to use my Yaki 30mm synthetic brush with the tuxedo knot. Boy, I'm looking forward to using this because I'm going to get some great coverage up there. And we're going to finish it off with, obviously, my Parker Allen Block, because it's nice and big. Again, something with good coverage. And the Stefan 320 Astringent Lotion. This is really nice. This, again, this is new and improved with vitamin A, D, and E, and its pH balance. This is really, really nice. I don't think I'm going to need a balm after I use this. In case I decide to, it'll be Lubriderm Men's fragrance-free. Men's 3-in-1 fragrance-free. That's what I'm going to use. All right, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get some hot water here, and I'm going to cover that cup with some hot water, and then I'm going to get some warm water in the sink, and then I'm going to soak the brush a little bit, and then just simply wet my head and start building the lather and go from there. So that water is good and hot, and I've got that covered. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah. Okay, yeah, maybe a little bit there. Okay, a little more in there because it fell out. And then we're going to go to some warm water and just take my brush and throw it in there and soak it. Now, in case you're wondering, I've already used my clippers previously to knock down this to a real nice close buzz cut. Like I say, it's kind of my security blanket. I haven't gone fully bald yet. I might, but I like to use this and run around my head and get a nice close crop fringe there. So we're going to let this just soak up a little bit, and then I'll be right back, and we'll start the head shave. So hang in there. I'll be right back. Okay, that's long enough. We're going to take this and we're going to dump it out into the sink there. See, so it's nice. Got a nice film on there now. And I'm going to take a little bit of this water from the sink and just throw it on top of my head. Just a little bit to get things moving along. I'm going to take my brush here. I'm going to give it a little bit of a ring, maybe a little more. Okay, because these things retain a lot of water, and this is a big brush, and maybe a shake. If I have to add water, I'll add water. But we're going to go ahead and just start building a ladder. That puck is set in there nice and securely, just from all the previous shaves. First time you put it into a small bowl like this, the diameter of the puck is not going to match the diameter of the base of the mug or the bowl, probably. But after putting the water in and using it a couple of times, it just sets in there like cement. So it's not even moving. It's just letting the brush load the soap and building lather. Okay, moving a little bit now. I take that back. It's there, but it's just moving a little bit. Okay, anyhow, that's enough. We got enough on there, and we're gonna go ahead and lather my head here with, and I'm gonna put a little bit of water on the tips of the brush. Oh, there we go. Now I've also got my trusty mirror so I can see what's going on behind me. So let's take a look. Okay. Nice. This makes a great lather. I mean, it really gives you a good thick lather. It's inexpensive. Watch how much you get here. Look at that. Boy, that's terrific. So you can spread that around a little bit. And that'll be it. Now I usually do 2 passes on my head. Let's rinse that off there. I usually do 2 passes on my head. I go back to front, well actually front to back and then back to front. That's how I do it. Hang on, let me just make sure I got enough back here. Okay, yeah. If you tuned into my channel, you know I tend to like doing a lathering process. I probably carried on for a little too long. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna heat up my razor now. And here we go. 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. And I'll be adjusting the angle as it goes across my head in order to make sure that the blade is making contact with the scalp. So here we go. Yeah, this is, I do have to adjust it to make sure that the blade is making contact and shaving that skin. Now my problem is that when I shave my head, the reason why I shave my head is because I get these little hairs that pop up. You can't see them, but I can feel them and I don't like them. And they're just a nuisance. So I like to shave my head and get a nice smooth surface there with no little hairs cropping up. And twice a week seems to work for me. Let's come around this way like this. Now I'm going to go to the back here and try to touch up the back with my mirror. Okay. All right. That's got it. I'm going to rinse just a little bit. Get a little extra water on there. I'm going to take the brush and make a little more lather up there. I got plenty in the brush. If need be, I can also dip back in and reload from the mug, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. Yeah, look, I got a lot of nice coverage there. This Williams mug shaving soap really is a bargain. I mean, it does a nice job. It's got a clean, fresh scent like ivory soap, but it's not overpowering. Alrighty, let me wipe my mirror off here a little bit. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so now this time, I'm gonna take the mirror and I'm gonna go back to front. So I'm gonna turn around here, hopefully get this in shot. Okay, all right, there we are. Nice mild quality to this razor for a head shave. Really nice. And I think the blade is the right sharpness for this head shave too. I don't want to go really sharp because that's rather thin up there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. But 2 passes seem to do the job for me. I'll do a little touch up here on some of the shaving cream that I see here. And that'll be it. Just have to be careful that I'm not, tagging myself, that the razor doesn't bite. Nice light touch, that sort of thing. Alum Block will probably take care of that. Oh, Alum Block will take care of that. But I do need to be careful because, it's a razor blade. And like I say, the skin is a little thinner there. And if you have just a little bit, if you feel just a little bit of a tug or a little bit of a prick, something like that, then you probably, it happens, but an alum block will help seal that up. Cold water certainly will help seal that up. Okay, so I'm just going to rinse off a little bit here. Now I also like to do my neck, back of my neck, and get that shaved and cleaned up because it's sort of like a haircut with the fringe here, like the soap up in the back there. So I'll take a little bit of this water and I just move it back there, just wet it back a little bit there. I'm going to take the brush, I'm going to dip it in the sink, and I'm going to get a little more lather here because I am running kind of low. Just loading it up a little bit here. Okay, and the puck loosened up a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, it's still in there firmly. It is moving around just a little bit, but like I said, that's nothing. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the mirror here and just lather up my neck a little bit. Back in the, when I used to get a haircut, when I used to have hair, I used to remember the barber shaving my neck after he gave me a haircut. So that's kind of what this process is here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Again, I do 2 passes on my neck, and then we're done. And also, for this process, I really do like a longer handled razor so I can reach back there. But this will work. This will work fine. All right, put a little more water on there and dip the tips of my brush in there a little bit and just re-lather and do a second pass. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do a second pass. And nothing special, no difference here. Same razor, same blade, second pass. And that's it. And we are done. Now, all I have to do is rinse off. I can do it in one of two ways. I can either just jump in the shower and rinse off. But I don't feel like doing that. That's too much trouble. That's too much trouble. And the other way is just get a washcloth, hit it with some warm water, and then just take off the excess residual soap. So I'm going to do that probably off camera here with this washcloth over the sink. So give me a minute while I do that. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to turn it to cold and get some cold water on this washcloth and just run some cold water over the top of my head and the back of my neck just to close the pores as part of the process of shaving. Okay, again, I'm going to do this kind of bent over the sink so the water doesn't run all over. Okay, just trying to get the residual off. That's got it. Okay, here's a nice towel for me right here. Just pat that dry. Okay. Again, alum block. Boy, love using these. It's if you don't have one, really get one. The Parker is larger than most, although I prefer the Osmo block. But for my head, I like the surface area that this one offers. This is the size of it compared to the Osmo. So you can see why I'd want to use the Parker, because again, it covers more area. So I can do this really fast and quick. That's good. No stinging, no zinging. I thought maybe I nicked myself there. Doesn't look like I did. That's good. No stinging there at all. Okay, just in the back of my neck here a little bit. Nice. That's it. So we're going to go ahead and pat this dry and then set it aside. So we're going to go ahead and use this. The alum is set up while I was cleaning the brush. We're going to put some of this up here like this and just, oh boy, that's nice. Okay, and this maybe a little bit, I got enough here, back of my neck. Nice. Don't need anything else. Great, great shave upstairs. Really, really nice. Boy, that was, whoever suggested, I can't remember who that was. Thank you very much for the suggestion. I'm glad I did a shave on camera with this. Boy, I can understand why my father and men of his generation really like these razors a lot. They do such a nice job, and they're very, very well made. So if you can find one of these in a yard sale, estate sale, garage sale, and it's in good shape, you know, pick it up. It'll give you some really, really nice shaves. And, you know, just make sure you clean it up, make sure you sanitize it, you know, soak it in some barbicide, clean it up, that sort of thing. And boy, he'll give you some great shaves. All right, that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. I head shave with a vintage Gillette Super Speed from the first quarter of 1957. Belonged to my late father. This is over 60 years old, and it did a great job. All right, hey, thanks very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below, let me know. Please check out my blog, georgetoon.com/blog, for my comic strip George, other cartoons, other videos like this, and I'll see you again real soon.